Hi, I'm Bethany Lunn, author of The Modern Girl's Guide to Fabulousness and Meadowhall's fashion and beauty expert, and I'm here to talk about one of the latest beauty trends. It's become a fashion in its own right, and that's textured nails. Now the good news is you can do a DIY textured manicure at home as well, because there's loads of cool polishes on the market. One of the most popular looks has been seen on Alexa Chung at the BAFTAs, and since then has gone absolutely crazy, and that's leather effect nails. Now, Nails Inc. are the gurus that are responsible for that. This is their product, Nails Inc. Leather Effect, and that is just £13 from Boots or Debenhams. Then we have top of the range, the gorgeous Illamasqua. It's speckled nail varnish, and this particular shade is Speckle, and that's £14.50 from Debenhams. Then we have more budget end, MUA Fur Effects nails, the fuzzy felt, and that's in a hot pink shade that I've got here. So I'm going to test them live for you so you can see which is the best. I've got a bit of a crazy hand going on here because I've painted 3 of them so far. This is a close-up of the Fur Effects. It literally does what it says on the tin here, so you can see you've got like a textured 3D furry nail look. And then this is the Leather Effect by Nails Inc. and it's pretty unbelievable how it works. I'll show you that in just a second. And then the gorgeous Iridescent Speckled by Illamasqua as well. So the first thing to remember is to apply a base coat always. This not only protects your nails from damage or staining, but helps the polish last longer as well. So once you've done that, the best way to apply the MUA Fur Effects is by matching normal nail varnish to the colour. So just paint that on. I'll do it as quick as possible for you. 1 or 2 coats is fine. I mean, I've got away with 1 here. What I did find is that the MUA container itself, it comes with this sort of vent here for the fur to be tapped out of. I found it quite difficult to release the fur textures easily from that. I found myself sort of bashing it on the sideboard trying to get the fur out, so that isn't brilliant. So if you really like this look, you're going to have to prepare for it. What I do is get a little ramekin dish like this and really give it a good shake, there for a good 30 seconds before I get a decent amount. And then what I do is just pour it on a sheet of paper, sprinkle it over so it's easy for me to then roll the nail in. So just make sure the coat of nail varnish in the matching colour is quite tacky, and then sprinkle your fur over your sheet of paper, and then you literally just sort of roll it in. So I'm just going to roll it side to side. I've just pressed it in once there, you can see. Roll it side to side in this sort of motion. I'll just move my hand so you can see that there. Then what you might want to do is don't be afraid to play with it. So you sort of knock it into place very gently, brush it into place, sort of tap it down onto the nail. Do remember that wherever you don't have nail polish, the residue that you might see around the edge here, that's going to go because you just simply brush it away. And then if you notice any sort of patches, I can notice that where it's shiny there, I've not quite got enough fur. So I'll take a pinch of it, like a pinch of salt, and I'll just sort of sprinkle on the nail any gaps that I can see. And then just gently stroke over. So this is lots of fun, but I have to admit it is a bit of a faff. You have to be dedicated to want this look. You have to really want to have this particular textured look. But what I will say it has going for it is it's so much fun. You can see there the finished look, and just brush away the excess. It does tend to cling and be quite static at first, so be careful of that. Don't do this in your outfit that you intend to go out in. and you'll find little bits of pink fluff everywhere if not. So do just take care. But it is worth the faff if you're into your nails. So if you can see that, it's just really textured and really fun. I think especially for younger people, teens, if you're after that kind of textured look, then this is definitely one to go for, and a real bargain at £3 as well. The next one is the Leather Effects by Nails Inc. And this is pretty incredible. I'm very impressed with this. This is actually just one coat here, and it goes on like normal nail polish and then dries to give this textured, very realistic leather effect. I think this one's particularly great because it goes with so many sort of spring outfits that are coming up, and it's this kind of shade as well. I've got Shoreditch Lane. This will take you into autumn, winter too, and it tends to be very durable as well. You can either go for a preppy look by matching it with maybe a scarf, your lipstick, handbag, shoes, or you could go quite rock chic because Shoreditch Lane is such a deep red shade, and the textured sort of leather, grungy kind of effect will give a bit of attitude to your look too. So it can be either way really. I do like the versatility of this one. So I'll show you how easy it is. I have my base coat, so we're going to take this finger here. I love the way it goes on, really thick, very impressive with one coat of coverage. And the brush is very soft and takes it over your entire nail very easily and quickly. And you can see that it glides on like a normal nail polish, but right before you there, it is starting to dry and become almost wrinkled, almost textured, just like leather. You can see it's starting to look quite grainy, and it goes through a phase until it dries to that leather look. So I can see why Alexa Chung and the whole world has gone crazy over this one. Finally, we have my personal favourite, which is the Illamasqua one, because I'm quite girly, very girly. And this particular shade of Speckle is almost two-tone iridescent. It reminds me of eggshells or perhaps chocolate mini eggs. So it's great for Easter time. Really good colour for spring too, because we've noticed that winter pastels are very popular, and they're going to continue into spring as well. And I love the way that it just adds a textured 3D look. So that's it close there. You can see it catching the light in a very sort of grown-up glamour way. And the sort of speckles within it almost kind of make them look edible, but don't do that, don't try that. So I love this, and the brush is amazing. The most expensive of all three of them, I'd say it's worth it, it really is. I mean, it just glides on very easily. It looks so pretty. It's got fine flecks of glitter in there, like a matte glitter, and then larger specks as well to give, well, a speckled effect. That's just one coat, and you can even take the brush and get the speckles to sit on a particular area of your nail if you really want to space the dots out. But I like the randomness of just applying it and seeing how many speckles you get in 2 strokes. And I love the idea of maybe just painting the ring finger like this and the rest of them lilac, or even a contrasting pastel, say mint green. So this is my personal favourite. But overall, I'd say the MUA Fur Effects is incredibly fun. Then I'd say, and you can see that that's dried to a textured effect, then I'd say the Nails Inc Leather Effect is really cool. So for everyday wear, it goes a long way, and I just love the versatility of it. But the Illamasqua has to be my favourite, quite simply because it's just so pretty. So have fun applying this one. It glides on so easily, and it is very long lasting. So if you're like me and you're really busy and quite clumsy with your hands as well, I type an awful lot. So normally polish doesn't last that long, but in this case with Illamasqua it does, and it takes it. Plus, with a textured nail varnish, it's not as obvious if you do get a chip, so there's plus points all round. Have fun trying stuff out, and remember, this year, it's all about the nails.